Howdy folks, once again this is Porty 1119 with Headframe Hunters. We've got the 130 North intersection well and truly going now. So here's our Northwest K. Right now it's a turnaround. It might eventually, you might put another round into it, use it as a muck bay or a passing bay or something, but be able to back a mucker in there and go straight into the 130 Northeast K. And here's our ore zone. And see right here, there's like a pyrite slip, otherwise known as a fault in English. There's a fault right there, and you can see it looks like kind of a strike slip sort of thing. Maybe. I don't know where it displaced to. We don't have great geologic logging of the area. Anyways, everything on this side of the fault is ore grade, and everything on that side is not. Pecos is thinking is we've got fault-controlled mineralization here, so whatever the ore-bearing or metals-bearing fluids were came up that side on the hanging wall, whereas the footwall remained barren. You can throw something in there if you.
Oh no, just that part of these pyrite lines that are vertical or near vertical, but then this stuff you can see the pitch on it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So you can see we got, it domes out or peaks out right here and then widens out to 2 foot plus here in the floor, so we get to do some declining.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. At least we've got a proper turnaround, so we're not gonna be teeter-tottering a mucker in there. Okay, we'll probably be teeter-tottering it a little bit, but not nearly as much as it would be otherwise. Yeah, Pecos has these samples of the drill cuttings from some of these holes, prepping right now, just so we know what to do with this rock after we shoot it. We'll shoot this slab, we'll have a squared up face, and then be able to really start driving on vein. Our loading geometry here is incredible. I tested it out today. Right where the side-by-side is parked, right where its rear tires are, there's kind of a step in the floor, which, ordinarily it'd be a pain. For what we're doing, it's a great asset because it gives us like 6 inches of extra lift height loading out a truck, and that truck's overpowered. So we can go from a 3-bucket truck to a 4-bucket truck and muck out, 30% faster. Plus our mucker cycle time or cycle distance is now going to be about 15 feet instead of 230 feet, or give or take. The rock's going to start moving out of here a lot faster. Finally. 200-foot plus tram with a 1-yard machine is stupid. For the birds, yeah, especially a front-seated 1-yard machine. That thing's laid out more like a conventional surface loader. Great for loading trucks, not so great for backing up 200 feet at a time. So that'll be nice. So Pecos shot that 130 Northeast K slab round and let it air out overnight. This is the strangest muck pile. Look at this. So it took all the rock from right there, yeeted it up against the left rib. That's gonna be fun to muck. I mean, it fragged it to almost road gravel, so that's nice. Blew about a 2-foot crater in the floor. Launched about a yard into the Northwest K muck bay. Launched, I'm not really sure if that was already there or not. Gives us a pretty good look at our ore zone here. I'm gonna go grab a bar and a hose and start figuring out what all we've got. That's some gnarly stuff up there that's gonna have to come down. And that'll be a little sketchy to muck on account of the Grand Canyon. Well, you're wanting to decline on this anyhow, so I guess beggars can't be choosers. Oh, Brad's gonna come down. These bolts in this ASAP. The rest of my case. So a mystery that I'm trying to solve here. You can see where here's our previously identified fault. And then there's this this structure right here, probably also a fault. See, they join right there, which of course begs the question, does which fault came first? Because if this fault came first, then we've got lateral displacement along the strike of the fault, and if this one came first, then obviously it controlled the extent of this. Things to ponder. Now, looking at our mineralogy here, we've got a very nice, about cantaloupe-sized piece of fluorspar up there, just below my light. Try not to wash it out. And this is in the general area where we were encountering sulfide mineralization, which we are still seeing some of. Especially down there. Might want to dig this out a little bit further and see what we have going on. We're going to have to make a call as to our azimuth here, which looks to be pretty much what we expected, but slightly straighter. So we'll drive on that for a bit, see what it does. So check this out. Our new haulage plan finally works. Got a little sill right there. Gives us some vertical advantage so I can forward pass it. Use the Northwest K as our turnaround to back the bunker in. And I remucked a whole bunch of that to Northeast K. I'll be able to come back in there, grab a bucket, load over the tailgate. Way faster cycle times, less wear and tear on the machine.